So what's up, you guys? So I got this today, the Nemesis, or it was yesterday, one of the two. I broke my plume veil, but I managed to fix it. This little piece right here, this plastic piece that adjusts, got messed up. This is a green thin tip. See how tight that is. That's off of a Gemini tank that I have. It's laying around here on the desk right here. And I just put my big bore tip on here. This tank actually doesn't work anymore. The wick in it's bad. It needs to be replaced. But it's got a little bit of juice in it. But I do like the look of this, but it doesn't work on drippers, mods, and all. So, but this Nemesis is awesome, especially with this VTC4. It's about 3/4 of the way charged, and just listen. She just smokes right up. I accidentally got the wrong dosage of nicotine in my juice. I got the Anarchy flavor again, and I got 6 milligrams instead of 3 milligrams. So I got to take shorter pulls, but if I use this, I can take a longer pull. I redid the build in here because of that broken, or since that got crooked, it actually melted to a coil slightly, so I couldn't vape this anymore because I'd be vaping plastic. That's not healthy for you. The only thing about this plastic tip that's on here, it gets hot really quick, so I got to take shorter pulls. It's so tight that it fits in there perfectly. I actually just took the whole thing apart basically. But it fits in there so tightly that, it's a very tight fit. So I'll put the big board back on here real quick. I will say this, I choked myself to death using the 6 milligrams. But here it is. And then this Nemesis, I was going to get the copper mod. It's got this adjusting locking ring. And I did do the magnets for the switch instead of the spring. It's dual magnets in here. So there's 2 that are stuck together, and then 2 that are stuck together. And then there's 2 that are stuck together on one side, and the other side, they're opposing. So there's 4 magnets all together, and the 2 pet sets are opposing each other. So this is a 0.2 ohm build with a VTC4 18650, which is perfect because these VTC4s don't like to go below 0.2, but I had a 1.15 in here, and oh my god, it was like instant flame. I did a special build in here. I call it the volcano build. What I do is I build, let's see if I can't find it, on one of these little cheap screwdrivers, very tiny, and then I take a bigger control screwdriver and I stick it in one end after I put it in here, and I twist and push, and it opens up one side, closes the other, or it keeps the other side still small, and it creates what I call the volcano effect. And I did that. I saw something like it online, and I kind of figured I'd try it out my own way. So that's how I did it, and I love it. It makes it a warmer vape for such a cool liquid. I put it in this little drip bottle, which has a tiny tip, so I can get in the cotton nice and well. But I'm still going to keep using this, like if I do new builds, fresh cotton, that kind of thing. But that was just a short pull. I'm starting to get used to this whole 6 milligrams. I was using my Addy 2.0, but using this plume veil is much nicer because you get more airflow. So with that 6 milligrams, makes it a lot better. So we're gonna bring down the Delrin insulator a little bit. Now it does kill the cloud some, but that's because you're closing that chamber. But it does give better flavor. And that was a lung inhale for just about a second. I'm gonna do a 3. See if I can do it. I'm just gonna do it with my mouth. I'm gonna do a 3-second pull. I gotta say, that 6 milligrams is fucking killer. But she still vapes like a champ. This Black Hawk I still got it. I'm going to try and fix that contact post. What happened was I was putting in my new battery, and I was outside sitting down watching the baby play, and I dropped my top piece where that contact pin goes in. If anybody has a Black Hawk or has had one, there's the pin, and then it's got a little base on it that contacts at the positive part of the battery, and that's for your positive block. Now, I dropped it, and it got bent, and I tried to push it back, and actually I used a pair of what they're called linemen's electrical pliers, and I pulled it easily, very little bit. I almost had it, and then it just snapped. well, that's what I get for buying a clone, I guess. But it's my fault. I dropped it. So I regret it. But I can always order a new contact pin, and I'm eventually just going to get a copper one for it. But this was a quick fix. This was $40 at NetMix. So I'm happy with it. I love it. And I'm probably going to get maybe another one of these. Or I'm going to get that Stingray. I was going to get the Stingray X, but they wanted $60 for it. I seen it online for cheaper, but I needed something that day. I was not going back to the pack at all. So I know this is a long video. I know I'm dragging it on. I know it's 5.5 minutes so far. But I just wanted to give you guys a very good in-depth report about this. And the only thing, the con I have about this Nemesis, it's got 2 air holes up top for the battery. Now, if you have your air conditioning running in your car or something like that, now if you screw this down, it also has little teeny tiny air holes around it, but that only works when it's locked for it to be able to breathe. But it still works. It's got the product number, it's got its serial number. It says Nemesis, the little Nemesis logo, and then I got my Plum veil on there. But I love it. It's all black with the chrome. I love that look. Like I said, I was going to get the copper one, so I got to go, you guys, and enjoy.